What's up, guys? It's Sean here with the Sean Daly Football Channel, and today I have for you the UCL review. We just got through watching all the games, and it's pretty good game. Pretty good day, good couple of days of football action. And let's kind of go through all the highlights of the major games that we had. You know how I do this. I'm not going to go through every game, but we're kind of touch on the major ones that are really worth talking to about. And let's start with Group G. And this group is actually spicing up a little bit. With the results, Wolfsburg beating Salzburg kind of makes the group any way it can go, honestly. Sevilla still, they were able to get a tie against Lille. I lied. They lost against Lille. I forgot. Which kind of makes the group actually even more exciting. I forgot the point system. Salzburg at 7, Lille and Wolfsburg both on 5, Sevilla on 3. There's 2 games left. Anything can happen in this group. Absolutely anything can happen. And I think it's going to go down to the wire. Wolfsburg, after a pretty back and forth start, Salzburg was attacking, Wolfsburg was attacking. Wolfsburg was able to win the game in the end, 2-1. Baku showing his quality once again. Big fan of Baku, actually. I think he has a pretty big future ahead of him. But moving on, we'll talk about Manchester at the end. I don't want to talk about that. Chelsea was able to beat Malmo. That group's pretty much sewn shut. Juve and Chelsea are most likely just going to go through pretty easily with Zenit, bringing up the third. And then Bayern 5-2. By far, Bayern are just the most entertaining team across Europe to watch. They're so much fun. They just play forward attacking football. And they have the best player in the world, in my opinion, with Robert Lewandowski in the team. He's just so phenomenal. It's ridiculous. He is a cheat code, in all honesty. And Barca were actually able to get a result against Dinamo and was able to secure a win. Very important win for them. They kind of needed that. Bayern have already qualified. It's done for them. They're going to be first place in the group. There's no argument about that. Barca have 2 very difficult games, and Benfica it's going to come down to most likely the Barcelona-Benfica game on who makes it out of this group. I expect Bayern to beat Barcelona again. I expect Benfica to beat Dynamo, which is going to leave Barcelona in third. That's the key. Can Barcelona beat Benfica? If they can, they make it out of the group. That's the key game for them. And we'll see what happens to that when we come back from the international break. And then let's talk about Madrid. Very good comprehensive win against Shakhtar Donetsk. And Inter was also able to beat Sheriff again, which kind of sets up the group a bit more to the expectations of what we had. The good news is Sheriff has pretty much almost guaranteed qualification to the Europa League. So that's obviously more than they ever dreamed to accomplish. There is still definitely an opportunity for them to make it out of the group. I doubt they will, but we'll see. If they beat Shakhtar, anything can happen. Anything can honestly happen. But 2 good results for both Inter and Real Madrid. Real is pretty much borderline guaranteed to get out of the group. Inter could go either way. I would like to see Inter in the next group, in the finals, in the 16 though. Milan was finally able to get their first point against Porto. Not a great showing for Milan. I think they were more focused on the Milan derby this weekend. Didn't really have a lot of expectations, and I think Milan is just kind of. They see the potential for getting a Scudetto this year and are kind of putting all their hopes in that basket. I don't really see them qualifying for Europa League either. So it's going to be a pretty topsy-turvy group. The main question is, could Porto pep Atletico, actually? Porto are on 5, Atleti are on 4. Porto obviously do have to play both Liverpool and Milan and Atleti, and I think it's going to come down to that Porto-Atleti game. If Porto were able to hold on and win today, would have made the group very exciting. Moving on to, we have The group of death, I would say. Let's talk about them real quick as well. Group A. Man City were able to beat Bruges quite well again, and PSG and Leipzig. Very, very entertaining game, I must say, ending 2-2 with that last-minute penalty. Leipzig are such a frustrating team. They play so well, but they just cannot defend to save their lives. More than anything, what impact does this have on the group? Not much. PSG knew that with a win, they pretty much they had qualification guaranteed, but just kind of leaves it up to question still. I still don't think much is going to change in this group. Man City and PSG should make it out. Leipzig, I think they'll set their hopes on getting a Europa League spot. Let's see if they can do it. But Man City and PSG pretty much guaranteed out of the groups as well. A very, very interesting game in Dortmund today. 3-1 loss again to Ajax. Ajax are so fun. This game was a little bit different though. Mats Hummels with that red card. Despite the fact Dortmund were able to take the lead, but Tadic scored, Aller scored, and Davy Klaassen rounded it up. 3-1. Ajax are just so phenomenal. Erik ten Hag, what I would do to have you at United, it's not even fair. Sporting also with a phenomenal game against Besiktas. Absolutely smashed Besiktas. Put 4 goals behind them and setting themselves up for actually a potential second place finish in this group. They are currently level on points with Dortmund. However, Dortmund do have 2 games against Ajax done. Ajax were the most difficult team in the group, obviously, and Ajax's qualification is secured. Their first place is also secured. So at this point, I think Sporting, we'll see how Sporting and Besiktas fare against them. If Sporting is able to get a result against Ajax, and then that Sporting Dortmund game is going to be very exciting. We'll see how those go. And then we finalize our information. Oh, sorry. Forgot about we didn't talk about the Liverpool game as well. Liverpool. God, I hate how great they play. Alexander-Arnold is literally ridiculous. He reminds me so much of Kevin De Bruyne. It's ridiculous how amazing he is at crossing those balls into the net. His chance creations are just off the charts. So many, 2 assists for him this game. He's just one of the best players in the world at the moment, in all honesty. And finally, the group that's also going to come down to the wire, but was saved by the brilliance of one man and one man only, and that is Mr. Champions League, Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll be honest with you. This was a horrible game. We played garbage. We should have lost so bad. Zapata had us on ice. Maguire, Shaw, I do not know who impersonated them and is playing instead of them, but the 2 players who are there look like they've never played football in their life. They are horrible this season. I don't know if this is just backlash from the Euros or what's going on, but those 2 need a quick stiff up the backside because it is not looking good for either of them. United in general, just absolute shambles all over the place. I honestly don't know. On the flip side, I will say the goals we scored, the first goal was possibly the best goal we have scored in the last 4 years. One of the most beautiful, intricate goals. Personally, this is kind of just my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of just shots from distance. I absolutely love dynamic vertical play, one-touch passing, backheel passes, all of that phenomenal. And I thought that goal was absolutely beautiful. And I wish we could see more of that from this United squad, but we never do. But Ronaldo single-handedly literally just carried the team on his back, and it's ridiculous that he's still able to do this. The main sad part that really comes to fruition is what would he do in a team that actually could create chances for him? What would he do if we had a Alexander-Arnold putting in crosses or creating the chances that Man City do in that team. It's absolutely a crime that he plays under this management and this team. With Antonio Conte going over to Spurs, it's just despair is the only word. Despair is truly the only word. But that pretty much wraps us up for the UCL this week. Sorry to end on such a sad note, but I'll be back tomorrow with the PL roundup, and we'll do something fun for Friday as well. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys then, and more than anything else, have a great Wednesday. Bye.